Hi guys, Laird here, and I'm going to show you around our training ground. It's not a joke. Oh yeah. Hydration for the nation. Congratulations. But yeah, these are the ones that I really do love. No shaming, all right? We have to wear them, okay? But it's just that little 1%ers that you can add that can help you. I don't like veg. Scenery is scening, yes. Here we have a wild Scott Wright in the window, if you can see him. Obviously, I think he's just finishing off his rehab. Walking slowly. The boy. Oh, there's Lee Buchanan actually. Let's go get insider on Lee. Hello, there's a Buchanan right there. Yes. Obviously, we're all in high spirits. You know, sun's out. Sun's out, guns out, innit? Really. Sun's out, knees out. Looking good. Yeah. Recovery. Look at that. Everyone, look at that scar, by the way. Mad. It's not a joke. Oh yeah. And Lyndon, you know, we had to try and make him feel, you know, a bit better, and
Did
so
you
we.
get dressed in the dark today?
Yeah, I did actually. The old crack from the boys. Yeah. See you later, Remy. But as you can see, we have Lyndon a little. What would you even call that?
Scooter.
A scooter, you know, and we've actually pimped his ride just for a little bit of, you know, banter for the boys and just for him, you know. What time do I normally arrive? So I am a man of sleep. I love sleep, and when this is done, I'm going straight to sleep. So we're in for 9:30. I'll probably wake up around 8:50, 20 minutes in, sort myself out when I'm here. As you can see, it's actually a pretty decent gym, isn't it? Like, there's quite a lot of bikes. We got these run rockets that we tend to use when we're doing power.
Which is your favourite?
Which is my favourite machine. Definitely not the watt bike. Hate the watt bike with a passion. No, Tay will be better than me at the watt bike. When I say despise the watt bike, I've been through a lot of trauma on that bike. So me and him don't get along. My favourite apparatus would be, well, the one I spend the most time on is the one that Tay's actually loading up right now. It's the hammy curl. And obviously that's just to, well, depends how you do it. Yes, what he's on, obviously I don't want to disturb him too much, but there's a way you can do it where you go up 2 and then down 1. And the slower you do it, the more tension you get in the muscle, and obviously it's like a lengthening action, which is obviously good for when you're getting into full sprints. And obviously I get into quite a few full sprints, and Taylor has been as well, so that's why he's working on that. But yeah, I'd say that's probably my favourite, but not my favourite because it hurts. Oh, let's have a look at the little 5K time trial. Let's put a few names. Let's put a few names up here. So out of everyone, I haven't done this, but again, I'm a sprinter. I'm not really. But this is a 5K time trial. Who would you think is first?
5K. Tomoki Iwata.
He probably would be, but he hasn't done it, I don't think. Let me just boof. Yeah, that man. Bless him, he's had a hard season because of injuries, unfortunately, but that's just things that happen in football, but boy, does that boy work hard. So, Emil, I'm happy he's there actually, so he can show everyone, you know what I mean? Like, he really does work hard, the boy. So, number 2, wait, I think I know this one.
Give us a clue.
Oh, I don't know this, I didn't think it was this one.
What position?
He is my position.
Alphonse.
Nice. There's Stano. Yes. Alphonse Samstead, another hard worker. Third one. Damn, we have quite a lot of hard workers here.
Scott Wright.
Oh my lord. Correct.
That is an insane game.
That is wonderful,
I
actually.
didn't see it.
There's Ben Davis, true professional. He's probably going there to get some hydration, maybe. I don't want to put him on the spot, but we'll see. Yes, he is. Hydration for the nation. Congratulations. The boot room. So I had them ones, I wore them for a bit. If you can see the yellow ones there, they ripped against Wrexham. Some guy put a a stud into my boot and there's a massive hole. Yeah. So this is the boot room. As you can probably imagine, there's boots. Yeah, and
Which ones are you liking? Preferably nice.
Yeah, so as you can see, let me just go to mine. I'm a big boot man. I've got the old Hypervenoms that I've been wearing. Unfortunately, because I get stood on quite a bit, I have to have, like, you might be able to see it, I got padding there just to help me just get that padding, because I get stood on quite a bit, unfortunately, as a defender. And then obviously when you're running past players, they try to take you down some way. And I've kind of got quite a lot of like bone bruising or like bruises or like skin just flailing off my foot, unfortunately, just because of these type of things. So that's just a maintenance to try to keep me going.
How do you decide which ones you're wearing?
Well, for me, I'm a bit weird, as in it's just how I'm feeling on the day. I try to match kits. If I can't match kits, it's just literally, like, for example, I don't know, when I'm wearing, so this is a, oopsie, this, I've just worn these, so this is a little bit dirty, but this was a boot that I wore on one of my first loans, my first loan, yeah, at MK, and I just wore it throughout the season. So then I've had to run it back. Obviously I lost them when I was at MK, because at the time I didn't realise that I didn't think I'd want them again, you know what I mean? So then I left them there, obviously thinking, all right, at the time I was sponsored by Nike, so I just had boots coming. And then as you get older, you realise there's certain boots that you really love, and these are one of them. So this is my go-to for most games, but if I'm trying to show out a little bit, I will wear these. Unfortunately, let me show you this. So I got into a bad tackle one time. Obviously, I don't show it too much, how bad collisions are, but as you can see, yeah.
What game was that? Can you remember?
I think I do as well. I think it was Laird Orient. Yeah, and yeah, you can probably see I take quite a lot of a battering. Yeah. But yeah, these are the ones that I really do love because they go with the kit. I wear these shin pads. I prefer foam ones. I used to have the solid ones, but the solid ones, I don't know, they hurt my shin whenever I get contact. So this kind of like absorbs the contact. Obviously people like the small ones. I'm a bit in between, because as much as you want to be flying, you also want to get a bit of protection. And to be honest, my shins have been through a lot already, so I'll be honest, I think I'll be okay without. But yeah, they're my shin pads. We don't really find ourselves in the kit room a lot. It would just maybe be if we're trying to get gloves, snoods, rain jackets, but it'll be more when we're coming in to do our pre-act. Or if we're trying to banter the kit men, that's always why we might be in there as well. See if they're in there now. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, panic! Oh! I think he's busy right now, but we have quite a few different holders for our kit. Main man over there will sort them out, Reese will sort them out and put the kits in their different holders. Look at him, being all professional. Oh, hello, Reese. But yeah, they have their own little bit there. Obviously, you can see all this ain't my domain really. I don't really go past this little step, but
only when you give me your boots.
that is very true. I usually stay in here. This is all them. They know what they're doing. They'll wash our kits, sort stuff out for us. Little things, tapes, socks. You know, some of us have our different thermals or socks that we like to wear, and they'll just mark it and make sure we have it for match day. Captain's
armbands. What size top
armbands.
are you, Laird?
What size top am I? So
Do you like a tighter fit?
Yeah, so I'm a bit annoying with Reese. So I don't like people grabbing me. I don't really like I don't mind contact, but when people like grab you, just energy, just like zapping my energy. So I like tight gear, and obviously the kits have changed from last year, where the fit is maybe a little bit different, and even like, for example, the away kit's a bit longer than the home kit, just little things like that, but I like to have it tight enough to my skin. So I've given this man a few instructions, and obviously he's obviously done it for me, and I've been a bit of a pain in his ass, I'm sure. But nah, all love round here. Reece always looks after me. But yeah, he also.
An extra small with the
He's like, I don't listen to him. But yeah, and I'm sure next season I'll be coming, knocking on his door again, making sure the kit size is good. But yeah, everything's top here. Towels, slips. Oh yeah, people won't even know about slips, will they? So slips is obviously what we wear. Well, we don't want to wear our own pants sometimes, because obviously that's obviously your pants. So you'll wear like buggy smugglers, whatever you want to call them, but we'll wear these just for, well, mobility wise, it's a lot easier, and obviously you can just give it back and they'll wash it for you, and you can go back in your own gear. Nice. But yeah, I feel like that's not something that most people know about. Yeah.
Right.
No shaming, all right? We have to wear them, okay? See you later, Reece. Oh, so the gaffer made sure this at the start of the season. So if you read this there, so when he did it on purpose. So when we walk up, even subconsciously, we just think, and then we'll obviously look up and read that. And it's like, right,
Nice.
it's time. It's time to get going. But yeah, it's just these little things. We have quite a few of them just around. We have this, if you look at our city is blue. We have little things like that just to make sure that we have pride in what we do, and you know, enjoy it to the fullest, but also realize that when you're here, you forget about all the outside noise, you forget about your family and friends, and you're here to work. This is our little pool room. See, I only go here for banter. See, I ain't really on this pool thing, I'll be so real. But like, if Lee's in here, Chris Felix in here, George Hall at the time in here, I'll always sit on that beanbag and just watch them play and just watch them lose their heads. It's really fun, actually. Be a bit of a wind-up merchant.
Who's the most competitive, do you reckon?
When it comes to what, pool?
Pool or just games in general? Is there anyone in particular?
The person I've seen lose their head the most is probably Keshi. It's probably Keshi.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's the thing. We are, as athletes, we are kind of wired a bit differently, where everything becomes a bit competitive, and when you're amongst competitive people as well, it gets 10 times as worse. We all have a meeting, so we'll go from here straight to the press conference room, but obviously the meeting room. And when we do that, obviously some lads will need the toilet, so it's just a quick one there. Let me see. I don't know if the gaffer will be in there doing his thing, but no. It's all safe, yeah. So, yeah, we don't really use the board because it's there if we need it, but we don't use it because then we have like an interactive screen, which is pretty nice. The gaffer will draw up his plans, his tactics, his whatever he needs to do. So yeah, the physios, they've done all their rubs, they've done all they need to do. I think Jay's just finishing up now. They've done all their stuff that they need to do for the lads. I think Chris is getting a rub now. Jay's doing his little bits after as well. So, but yeah, always looking after us then. Well, maybe a joke. Nah, always looking after us. You know, I think it's important when it comes to recovery. The amount of intensity we put out during games, the days that we have, even training days. You know, I think, well, I don't know when this will come out, but we have 10 games of, I think, Saturday, Tuesday, and it's going to be a hard little period, but it's not easy. So these lot make our job a lot easier. We've got a few photos here. Unfortunately, I didn't make any of them. Yeah, I think I need to have a word with someone here. I might have been injured, to be honest, but I think it might have been at the start of the season. But this is I don't even know what to call this room. It's like, I go in here to have conversations with Zoe, with Matt. Yeah, there's a little thing, and Craig will go in there, analysis, just different people going in. Women's toilet, coach's office. I spend a bit of time in there. Little things, little meetings, talking about little things, whatever the gaffer wants, the coaches want.
How much one-on-one time have you got?
With the gaffer, so it's been really hard because, this is where you'll see Craig most of the time. I'm not sure he's in today. I think he's a working man, so he won't be. Oh wait, that is his bag, to be honest. So he might be there. I'm not too sure. But it's been hard because when you have Saturday, Tuesday, he has to focus on the next game and the next game. Obviously, if his door's always open. If it's essential, then you go in, of course. But he is a busy man. He is our gaffer in it. So there's them two. Yeah, they're on purpose not giving me any face. Yeah, it's a hard life, you know. Get bullied by these two.
How good's the food, Laird?
Oh yeah, top notch, mate. Absolutely top notch. The head chef is Rob, but I'm not sure he's here today. You have a little live section here. You can get whatever you want. Obviously, we have soup as well, so if you're not feeling like you want to eat too much, you'll have your soup and your bread. Got your steaks, salmons, pastas. It's like a live station, so what you can get like a little bowl, and they'll sort it out for you, which is nice. And then if you're not fancying that, then you just go straight to whatever's there. I really like the stir fry, so like I don't like veg. I'm not a big fan of veg, but like with the stir fry, it makes it easy to get down. But yeah, we have the main dishes, whatever you want there. Obviously, that'll be a set menu depending on what day it is. Then you have your little salad bit. Nothing too drastic, but just whatever people fancy at the time. You know, people have different palates, so they might go wherever they want. But yeah,
coffee.
Oh, I'm not.
No.
Never been. Maybe have a tea. The only thing I will have that people say is a coffee, but I don't think it is a coffee. It's a chai tea latte. So that's different. Like that's just that's sweet. If you haven't tried a chai tea latte, get that down. Starbucks coffee. Ask for extra vanilla pumps and leave it there. You'll be all right. Sometimes if I'm feeling ill, or like the lads will feel ill, there's like little tea bags for green teas. Whatever. I have this, but it's only when I feel ill, to be honest. I don't really have hot drinks too much. But if I'm feeling like I'm a bit under the weather, I'll get the hot water, slap that, and I'll get a bit of honey. And if there is lemon juice, which I don't really have too much, but I'll have a bit of lemon juice in it as well. I don't know, it's something that my family used to do whenever people are ill, so yeah, that's what I'll do. Just try to keep me going, especially in the winter months, because it is cold in Britain, yeah. Boom, this is our yogurts, dairy type things. There's a lot of protein yogurts here because that is probably the most important thing, especially after training, just for repair. You know, you put so much into training, so much into matches, and for you to recover the best you can, you need to have the protein to repair your muscles. Because every time you step on the pitch, you're putting little micro tears into your muscles. So if you can get the protein down you, get it down you. Because it's just the first team training here, there's not really much need for a lot of pitches. Obviously, if we were to, and when we probably do, move to somewhere else, and maybe 4 or 5 years, however long it may be, I'm sure there'll be a lot more pitches just for the young lads to maybe see where we are, where they're trying to get to. I remember at my old club, we had that, where we had a system where you had under 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s. Then you see the 18s and 23s, and on the other side you see the first team. And it's just, as every year goes, you're getting closer and closer. And that was something that was nice for me. So everyone, at the moment we're stood here just chilling, but if we just pan to your right, we'll see a wild Mark Leonard. We'll see a wild Mark Leonard. Let's see what he's wearing today. He usually comes with a bit of nice gear. He's always looking clean today. It's nice and comfy today. I don't mind it.
He made an effort.
Hi Mark, you okay, mate? Yeah, good, you? Yeah, I'm all great. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, and then also, so when we go into training, so you can see this massive blue trail. Obviously, we have our studs on more time, or our modes, and we don't want to blunt it or slip. So this is why we have the Astro leading to both pitches. So if you follow it there. Hey, don't watch that. Don't spin the car. Yeah, whoever done that is weird. Oh, why would you park there? because there's little things. For example, I feel like, I think it's that one. That pitch is harder than this one. It's a bit softer.
Should we have a closer look?
Maybe on the muscles, maybe on the tendons, whatever it may be, but they know what they're doing. But it's these little things that, obviously, when you're going into games, it's the little things that you have to almost get ready for. For example, if you know you're going to go into a harder game, maybe you want to go on a softer pitch just to make sure your legs are all right. Just little bits of recovery that you can do. Obviously, you can see the sprinklers right now having a fun time, as you can see. And I'm actually afraid that might spin and touch us. Hope not. But yeah, you can see the goals. We have a little, if you can see it in the thing, it's for like the cameras to look at training. We obviously have a drone as well, but that also gives us a sturdy type of look. Just if it's windy, maybe the drone might take a little fall. So yeah, man, this is our pictures. Obviously, you can see great quality. But I must say, scenery is scening. Yes, yeah, I do love just open grass. I've always loved just open grass, like just looking out. And sometimes when you're in your little breaks and you're having your drinks break, I just look up really and just look at over there. But yeah, that's Birmingham City training ground. I hope you've enjoyed. This has been Laird showing you around. We've shown you most bits. There are a few bits that we haven't shown you, but we've got to keep some stuff to ourselves. So yeah, see you later.